electricity bills, and let's be honest, that's every Ontarian who lives in a house or rents an apartment, anybody. The title of the bill is Helping Ontario Families and Managing Responsibly Act 2010. One thing I'm going to give this Liberal government credit for, boy, do they know how to entitle bills. They all sound great, but when you take a look at what's in them, it's just unbelievable. So I'm going to use my time to read a couple of comments into the record, because the Liberals seem to be in denial when it comes to what comes into their email queues or into the mailbag when the letters are delivered at the office. And they're getting the same things that I'm getting, and I'm just going to pull some salient quotes out. I can't help but think that my liberty is being challenged here, and that I am being told how I should live and conduct my activities within my own home, or pay literally the consequences. It's one thing to educate a population about energy efficiency, as there is already plenty of incentive to curb costs, but another thing entirely when government starts dictating in a very surreptitious fashion how and when to do so. And we're not talking about some frivolous action that is easily curtailed, but rather a fundamental service that cannot be avoided and is in fact a matter of life and death in this country. In view of all the economic challenges the citizenry of this country have recently endured, how can this policy be justified? Is this yet another assault on our pocketbooks as costs of living continue to skyrocket while wages remain stagnant, or am I just to be numbered with the faceless many who have slipped through the cracks? That's one. Here's another. We increased temperatures for AC and other positive habit changes. Our usage is aligning to the optimal model in that 56% of our usage is on off-peak, with another 27% in mid-peak, and my bills have gone up over $200. Now that's a reward for conservation and moving usage profiles. As a father of three, I would much rather invest my hard-earned money in other priorities for my children, not to support a very inefficient and ineffective organization like the Ontario Power Authority. Here's another one. Peter, we recently had our smart meter installed. Today I received my first bill. My hydro rate went up $40, which alone is close to $500 a year. That is a substantial increase. I dare anyone to explain to me how I can conserve energy and save that kind of money, or come close. I don't know who put this into effect, but I see only as another huge tax grab by the government. It goes on and on, Speaker. Where do I begin to debate this? I can't really debate the fullness of the bill. How this Premier has the nerve to label a bill helping families when all he's done to tax them is tax them to death, I don't know. The truth is, this is just one more omnibus bill that says one thing but really means another under this government. It's on and on and on. Tax us to death, and pretty soon, you know what? We'll die, and you're killing this province. That's what you're doing. And as usual, we're given very little time to review amendments that are highly technical, warrant greater scrutiny. We're constantly inundated with do-nothing bills under this Liberal government. The McGuinty mantra, say very little, offend no one, and accomplish nothing, and go ahead and you'll be re-elected. Not so. October is coming. Just look at their amendments. They divert attention from the real issue, and the real issue is the fall economic statement that drives this bill. The statement is further proof of the McGuinty government's fiscal mismanagement. Expert economists, not us, Speaker, expert economists have judged Dalton McGuinty as the worst fiscal manager amongst all the other premiers. The Premier that has managed to, in 7.5 years, double the debt that was incurred from Confederation to the point in 2003, 2004 when he took office. Ontario's real per capita GDP has declined by 8% since 2000. Meanwhile, the McGuinty Liberals spend $2.1 million more every hour than what they collect in revenue, and they're going to give the people of Ontario a 10% rebate on energy. Well, blow me down. Isn't that amazing? Speaker, we can't trust that the McGuinty government won't use provisions of this bill to raise taxes further. We cannot support Bill 135, and this side will not do so. Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you. Further debate? The member for Brent.
Thank you very much, Speaker. Bill 135